When the Queen smashes a bottle of Islay malt whisky against the hull of Britain's newest aircraft carrier, it will be a proud moment for the Royal Navy and for British engineering, because HMS Queen Elizabeth is the largest warship ever to be built in Britain. 10,000 people have helped construct her. She will be the flagship of the fleet.
It's a very important day for engineering, a very important day for jobs, for skills, for achievement. It's a tremendous achievement to have built these ships, the largest ever for the Royal Navy, the largest ever built here in the UK. So a very, very good day all round, and it represents a great future, I think, for the military and for the nation as a whole.
HMS Queen Elizabeth is the first of two new aircraft carriers being built in the UK. The second, the Prince of Wales, will be ready in a few years, but the government hasn't decided whether to use her, to mothball her, or to sell her.
We absolutely need two. If you've only got one, you've only got one for sure 80% of the time. If you've got two, you've got one 100% of the time, and actually if a real crunch comes, you can generate the second and you can use two of them.
The new F-35 fighter jet will fly off the carrier, although not for a few years yet. The Joint Strike Fighter, as it's known, can land vertically like its predecessor, the Harrier jump jet. It has been built in the United States and is expected to start flying off the carrier towards the end of the decade. That means, though, that to begin with, the carrier will be at sea with only helicopters on board, no jets. The UK's previous aircraft carriers, Illustrious and Ark Royal, were scrapped to save money as part of the security review in 2010, and that has left the Royal Navy without an aircraft carrier for a few years now, although whether by luck or by judgment, one hasn't really been needed. The decision whether or not to have one or two aircraft carriers will say a lot about where the government wants to be in the wider world, because two aircraft carriers will symbolise a properly funded navy, a powerful military that can project its force wherever it wants. The years that the Royal Navy have spent without an aircraft carrier at all have been years of acute embarrassment for them. Today is more symbolic than anything else, but it is a step towards repairing the Navy's depleted fleet. Later this month, HMS Queen Elizabeth will be floated and then fitted out before starting sea trials. She'll come into service in 2017, ready to sail in anger. Alistair, Bunkall, Sky News, the Ministry of Defence.